I would now like to call upon Professor Lalit Verma, the APAO 2025 Congress President, to give him his welcome address. Dr. Lalit Verma is not someone who requires any introduction, and especially in the Indian fraternity, you cannot say Vituretna without saying Lalit Verma in the same sentence. So he's been a giant in this field and also has nurtured the All India Ophthalmic Society from a fledgling society to something which has reached a mammoth stature today. So over to you, Professor Verma.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me here. You just heard about the intro about the leadership, and Professor Tham, being himself an LDP alumni, should itself be a motivating factor. And you see from that alumnus where has he reached now, and guiding 27 national societies, and more than 50% of ophthalmologists. So, to all the future leaders, I think this is more of a motivational talk rather than any, educational content. So, I have been taking such talks at various forums. I myself do not know who is a leader actually, who is a leader. So, but I believe that giving chance to others is one of the most important traits of a leader. Leader is someone who inspires, who influences to achieve one common goal. You see, he can set a clear vision. Like Professor Tham may have done clear vision for APO, like he was talking about, AI Digital Committee and Yo Standing Committee. He sets that vision, said this motivates all of you so that we can follow that. And he has to lead by example. You see, early morning, Professor Tham being here itself is a motivational factor that you have to lead by example, not that you just because you are a big man you walk in anytime you want. That should not happen. So it is not just about the authority that the CEO of APAO is here. It is about taking responsibility and understanding that you have to lead by example and motivate people so that they can work together. So it's a process. It's a process. It's not a point. It's a process by which you influence others, so that so that they means all of you who are budding leaders, they can accomplish that objective. So, what is the need for leadership? Because leaders are required everywhere. Lead in leadership in ophthalmology. You see, patient care is our baby. Good leaders, help that process to improve that patient care by making sure because it's a team. It's a team everywhere, so that members work together. And strong leadership, I believe, brings all the people involved. Like yesterday in the South Council, in the APO Council meeting, we were talking about whether we are involving doctors or we are involving the teams. So Professor Tham, I heard they were involving teams. There are situations where involving teams. Teams being consisting of doctors, nurses, technicians together. And good leaders speak up for their field basically about the advocacy. Because if advocacy also comes by experience and overall leadership of ophthalmology is the key to improving care and boosting teamwork. And other question which came to my mind is that our core job is primarily expertise, say in retina or glaucoma or whatever. You see, your expertise is crucial. There's no doubt about that. You have to be either glaucoma, retina, or because it's a super specialty care now. Apart from that, apart from that expertise in a specified area, developing leadership skills can enhance how you will work with that team, how you will drive innovation and manage complex situations. Because if not that, then you remain a frog in the well only, that you are happy with yourself and all. So therefore, you have to balance both the things so as to excel in your core specialty. So, as was being told earlier, also good leaders are not born. I was never born to be a leader at all, but it was somehow it came in the way, and we kept evolving. You need to have that desire and willpower actually, and development of good leaders involves that never-ending process. It's not that whatever I have reached or Professor Tham has reached this stage, that is not a full stop. It's just a comma in that you have to keep evolving, and you have to have self-study, talk to yourself, education, training experience, and this is a dynamic process. It keeps going on and on. As I said, it's not the full stop. Good leader will pay attention to basics only. We do not talk of cellular level from the beginning, but small things and work for masses and be very focused and have periodic review with yourself and talk to yourself. What are you doing and what are you like? If you are in that position, talk to yourself. Are you delivering your goal or not? Very important attribute of a leader is that give others a chance. Give others a chance. And I believe everybody, God has given birth to so many people, 8 billion people on this earth. Everybody has a trait. Everybody has a trait. So all of us have small, hidden, latent, unexplored talent. And good leaders try to exploit that trait, and then the flowering occurs. And tell them this thing, that if you can do it, I can do it. So, but everybody can do it. So involves, take younger colleagues along with you, at least in the initial stages, because this will give them the confidence and security that somebody is there to help you in case of an issue. This is very important, that you have to take them along. Especially we were talking about, like, I remember first surgery, I remember who taught me first surgery. So that is very important. A good leader will never ridicule, never show anybody down, and learn to appreciate and give them a pat. So this I will not go through, what is a good leader, motivates. I've just said leaders are givers. Leaders are givers, and they don't quit. Keep learning, lifelong. Believe me, in medicine is a lifelong learning process. And it's a responsibility. You have to motivate, and leader has to be a team man only. A good leader is one who will identify talent. Like I have a good leader, Devakant, sitting here, and a lot of good leaders. You have to identify their talent and nurture enough and empower them also. Empower them so that they can deliver. And he has to be optimistic also. If it is not the 100% success you will have on one day. So you have to be optimistic and keep working hard in that direction. And he has to take up challenges. The second last line is very important, that they have to convert problems into challenges. We can't be a cribber. That this is not happening. I get a lot of messages every day, sir, this is not working. I just got. So you modify and do it. Take up as a challenge and do it. And to see the possible. Impossible also has possible. So this is what I did for whenever I was given a chance in Delhi Film Society or AIUS. I was, thanks to Professor Tham, that I was asked to become a Congress president. So I am still in the process of learning from experience of others. And I hope we are able to deliver collectively. And I'll just conclude by saying leaders become great, not because of their power, but because of the ability to empower others. This is the highest attribute. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you very much, Professor Varma, for that inspirational talk with sharing your vast experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All of us